Hey, this is the Metabolic Health Revival, and today I'm going to walk you through the 9-step pathway that entrepreneurs, ex-athletes, and high-performing people are using to lose 15 or more pounds in under 90 days and optimize their health and performance without starving themselves or spending all day in the gym. It's used to reduce body fat, eliminate bloating, and ultimately optimize your health to perform at the highest level possible. First, who does this even work for? Because it's not going to work for everyone. So what do you need to have in order to have success? Number one is we can only help people who are committed to achieving their health and performance goals. They don't just want a quick fix or the next fad diet. They truly want to optimize their health. They are willing to be coachable. They are ready to put in the work and make a change that's permanent. And lastly, they take a responsibility for their actions and their results. We cannot help people who are not serious about their goals, people who are looking for that next quick fix or extreme diet, people who are unwilling to be coachable or take advice and make changes that are a little bit uncomfortable, and people who have a victim mentality where they place the blame for their situation onto other people or other circumstances. Those are the people that we cannot help. So if you're someone who is more like the person on the left, keep watching this video and I'll show you exactly how to optimize your health so you can perform at your highest level possible. I'm Coach Andrew. I'm a husband, a science nerd, a fitness and nutrition lover, and an online coach. 10 years ago, I had a routine doctor visit for my physical, and as I sat down, the first words that came out of my doctor's mouth were, "Andrew, you're borderline obese." And I was an athlete my whole life, so I was in shock, disbelief, and denial, and really thought, oh, it must be because I have too much muscle mass and it's skewing my BMI. But deep down, I knew that I had a reality to face, that I was overweight. And honestly, I was a little bit angry with my doctor, but I was determined to prove him wrong. And so my weight loss journey began. And I tried keto first because it was all the rage at the time. Honestly, it still is. And that lasted about 48 hours before I realized that it just wasn't going to work for me because it wasn't sustainable for my lifestyle. So I tried intermittent fasting next and did that for a few months, but the scale really didn't move all that much. So I tried exercising more and just nothing was working. 3 years went by and I tried every diet, regimen, program you can think of with only a little bit of success. A little weight did come off, but it came at a price that was too high for me. I eventually got to the point where I had given up my social life. I was spending hours in the day at the gym, and I pretty much just ate chicken and vegetables for every meal. So I was leaner, but I was still not happy. And the balance between well-being and living a happy life just didn't seem possible for me. And then life threw me another curveball. And one morning I woke up and I had these red spots covering my skin. I had a fever, a ton of inflammation, fatigue. I was sick. And over time, that sickness and the things that came with it, the stress, caused me to gain 20 pounds back. And in the process, crushed my sex drive, strained my relationship with my wife. It felt like everything was against me at the time. And I knew that there had to be a middle ground between this rigorous lifestyle that ultimately drove me to sickness and got me close to the body that I wanted, but was just way too extreme, and living a normal life where I wasn't able to get results. There had to be a middle ground that was sustainable. And finding that middle ground became a mission. The struggles that I faced personally were, number one, I didn't really know the real reason why I was struggling to lose weight. I couldn't figure it out. So I hopped around from program to program, diet to diet, tried all these different things, but really I was just guessing as to what the right solution was for me. And I didn't have any data to guide me in any one direction. I was taking a stab at it as to what was going to be the best solution for me. And then I didn't know how to restore my gut and my metabolism. I knew that those two things were issues for me, just based on my symptoms, but I didn't know what to do about it. And lastly, even once I did figure out how to lose weight and started performing better, I had no idea how to make those results last. I had lost weight before and I had performed at the top level, but I was never able to maintain it because everything I was doing to get there was way too extreme. And life doesn't just hand out easy solutions. So I spent $10,000 on doctors and dedicated 5 years to research, mentorship, self-experimentation, and eventually collaborated with a specialist to get comprehensive tests done that revealed that I did have gut issues. I had hormonal imbalances, adrenal fatigue, tons of inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and all of that was affecting my metabolism and my gut. It made it really hard to lose weight, feel healthy, and perform the way that I wanted. And with that data that I got from the comprehensive assessment, we were able to create a plan to not only help me lose weight for good, but also restore my health and operate with intense focus in my business. And that plan is called the Metabolic Health Revival. So, after going through it, here are the things that happened to me. Number one, I lost 40 pounds and eliminated my bloating and fatigue issues. After years of struggling with body image issues, I finally achieved my fit and healthy physique that felt sustainable for me, and I felt great. I had so much more energy. I would wake up in the morning ready to go, and I stopped feeling bloated after every single meal I would eat. Next, my sex drive and my hormones improved, and my relationship with my wife improved with it. Regaining my sex drive and my relationship had such a huge impact on me. I really can't express with words how grateful I am and the relief that I felt when my relationship with my wife started to improve. And third, I am more confident than ever before, which has been incredibly beneficial for me, not just in my personal life, but also my professional life. So I've lost 40 pounds of fat. I fixed my gut. I fixed my metabolism, my hormone issues, and I attribute all of that to Metabolic Health Revival in the process that we've created. So who's this going to help? Well, we've helped hundreds of high-performing people lose 15 or more pounds for good and improve their health so they can perform the way they want. And the first category of people that this really helps is entrepreneurs and executives. So here's Pam. She is a business owner, an accountant, and a mom who struggled to make time for her health. She was inflamed, bloated, pre-diabetic, and really just didn't feel like herself. And now she's down almost 40 pounds and has tons of energy. She's more productive, and she feels like a better leader at work as well. In the middle is one of our clients, Jen. She is what I would consider a high performer, which you can think of as sales professionals, directors, team leaders, medical professionals, lawyers, and roles like that. And she wanted to perform really well in her professional and her personal life. But she felt pregnant daily from all the bloating that she was having. And she was embarrassed and not confident enough to go out in public and live the life that she wanted to. And it was really affecting her. And in just 8 weeks, she had lost 17 pounds after starting with us and eliminated all of her bloating, as you can see in the photo here. She's confident, she's happy, and she's excelling in all areas of her life. And then all the way on the right, we have ex-athletes. Dave was an athlete his entire life until he got a sedentary job. That was highly stressful. He became tired all the time. He developed regular aches and pains and just didn't know what to do to get back to his athletic self. Now, he's down over 50 pounds. He has tons of energy, and he can play with his 2 kids and not have to worry about it at all. The daily aches and pains, gone. So, what are the problems that these people had to overcome? The first problem that most high-achieving people have is that they don't know what the real problem actually is. Most people don't know what the core problem is that they're facing that's holding them back from losing weight and optimizing their health. So they hop around from program to program, diet to diet, and have no real direction as to what it is that they should be doing. They just make a guess. And guessing does not work when it comes to your health. Second, they don't have a plan to address the health issues that are creating weight loss resistance and poor performance. Most plans out there are just some form of restriction that don't address the root cause. But if you're experiencing weight loss resistance and you have inflammation, bloating, poor metabolic health, or some other health limitation, then you need a plan designed to address that specific thing, or else you're going to continue to struggle. You can think about it like a kink in a hose. If you were going to go water your plants, you turn on the faucet and no water comes out. You go back to the faucet, you dial up, turn up the water pressure, still nothing. What do you do next? You find the kink in the hose and you straighten it out. You don't just try to force more water through, because that doesn't address the real problem. If you have a kink, no water is going to come through, right? So we need to understand what the root problem is and address that thing in order to get results. Thirdly, people struggle to maintain the results once they get them. While some people might experience some short-term success in terms of weight loss and health improvements, maintaining and retaining those benefits proves challenging. The key is to have a plan that is not only effective, but is sustainable and manageable for the long haul. So this is an overarching view of the metabolic health revival. We're going to really dive into each of the 3 phases here and break them down so you know exactly how to put them into practice so that you can understand exactly how to lose 15 or more pounds in under 90 days while optimizing your health and performance. Phase 1 is the foundation. And the main problem that people have, first, again, is that they're unaware of the reasons why they struggle to lose weight. They don't know the root cause of their weight loss resistance, so they make a guess and they try some kind of fad diet, or they start a new exercise program or a random supplement, and then they end up frustrated. So the foundation phase helps our clients identify where their starting point is, number 1, with a performance assessment. And a lot of times we skip over that. We just focus on the goal, but we really need to understand where we're starting from so we can create the most direct path from point A to point B. Next, we uncover the core constraints that they're having with a comprehensive assessment. Think gut testing, hormones, toxins, blood panels, nutrients. We need to know the underlying deficiencies that are keeping you from having optimal health so you can lose weight and perform the way that you want to while skipping the years of trial and error that people like me had to go through. Our roadblocks are often hidden, and the only way to uncover them is through testing. Then, once we have that testing, we have the data, we can create a game plan, and that's what we do in step 3. We develop a personalized game plan based on their starting point, their goals, and the core constraints that we find in their assessment. And this way we can eliminate all of the guesswork, all of the time and energy that would normally go into doing something that doesn't work for you. Eliminate it all and get you the most direct path to success. So this is one of our clients, Christy. Before working with us, she was unable to lose weight. She was always bloated. She was stressed and always tired, and she just didn't know where to start. Most of all, she could not figure out what the problem was. Her doctors told her she was just fine, and the weight gain was just because she was getting older, and it was just a part of it. It was a part of perimenopause, and that she just needed to eat less and exercise more. But she was doing that, and it wasn't working. So instead, we guided her through phase 1, discovering that she had multiple nutrient deficiencies, prediabetes, chronic inflammation, and a gut infection. Without this comprehensive assessment, we would be in the dark as to what her true issues were, just making guesses and creating a plan that might not work. Think of it like purchasing an old house. You'd want to get an inspection because there could be hidden issues, whether behind walls or in the attic, and those would pose significant challenges and also cost a lot, right? And so identifying the problem is the first step to solving it. And in just 7 weeks, she lost 14 pounds. She got rid of her prediabetes, she eliminated her bloating and her fatigue issues, and now she feels happy and confident. And that was in just 7 weeks. You can see in the photos here, she looks amazing. Okay, so we figured out the specific problems we're having with an assessment. What now? Phase 2 is where we execute a plan. We have to take the data from the assessment, put it into a game plan designed to solve your main problems so that you can lose weight and or optimize your health. Most people are doing what everyone else is doing. Keto, paleo, fasting, shakes, pills, HIIT. And a lot of the times, these are causing more damage. So once we have the core problem, we actually need to execute a personalized game plan designed to solve that problem. And so in phase 2, that's what we do. We prioritize addressing any identified immune or gut issues first. And this is crucial because even if there are other constraints going on, a robust gut and immune system are essential to healing. They make sure that your body can effectively digest, absorb, and utilize your food or supplements to fix nutrient problems, to fix hormone problems or metabolic problems. So our first step involves reducing immune stress and resolving gut complications. Next, we introduce tailored nutrition, supplementation, and lifestyle practices based on your specific assessment findings. And the result is a significant boost in energy, sex drive, productivity, motivation, and enables our clients to perform at their best. And then finally here, we individualize strategies to rejuvenate metabolic health because that will accelerate fat loss, which allows our clients to drop 15 or more pounds in under 90 days while improving their health and their performance with it, and while avoiding extreme restriction that most people are doing in order to get results like that. This is one of our clients, Wendy. She started with us and she was bloated and uncomfortable. She struggled to play with her grandkids, but really, she was super tired and unproductive at work, and she had tried every diet you can think of, but nothing was working, and she felt stuck. She was stuck. So instead of just implementing a random plan to help her with her unique situation, we crafted a personalized roadmap for her. And it started with a low inflammatory nutrition protocol that was designed based on information we got from her lab results to tackle her bloating and gut issues and improve some of the health metrics that were not where we wanted them to be. And then we fine-tuned her nutrition to combat some of the nutritional deficiencies that we found and gave her specific habits, again, to overcome her specific limitations that she was having. And then we rolled out strategies that were designed to supercharge and improve her metabolism and her metabolic health so that she can turn into a fat-burning machine. Basically, if you have a strong metabolism, you can burn fat without having to do as much work for it. So you can burn fat while you sleep. And that was the goal for her. Doing this helped her lose 20 pounds. She dropped 4 pant sizes, and now she can easily play with her grandchildren, and she's way more energized and productive at work, which is super busy for her. So instead of just giving her a random plan that didn't have any data to back it up, we crafted her a personalized roadmap. And we started with a low inflammatory protocol that was informed by her lab results to tackle some of the bloating and gut issues that she was having and improve some of the health metrics that we found that were not optimal and not where we wanted them to be. And then we worked to fine-tune her nutrition and her essential habits to combat some of the deficiencies that we found as well. And lastly, her metabolic health wasn't where we wanted it to be. So we rolled out specific strategies to improve her metabolism and her metabolic health so that she can turn into a fat-burning machine. And it worked. She lost 20 pounds, she lost 4 pant sizes, and now she can easily play with her grandchildren, and she has way more energy to perform better at work. She's more productive. And that's important to her because work is super busy and her life is super busy, and she wants to be able to perform as well as she possibly can in her job and at home for her family. Now, the last problem that people have is that they really struggle to maintain the results. They can lose weight and they can restore their health, but they really struggle to keep it that way. The truth is that 96% of people who go on a diet and lose weight end up gaining it back within a year. And that's because most options out there are unsustainable. I don't know about you, but I don't want to give up carbs for the rest of my life or spend my entire day at the gym. So rather than intense, short restriction, we focus on long-term success. First, we help our clients increase their muscle by optimizing their exercise. And this is critical to keeping weight off in the long term and the closest thing that we have to a health pill. And no, it will not make you bulky. If you're a woman watching this and you're worried about that, that is not going to happen. Most people do not have enough muscle mass. The more muscle mass you have, the easier it is to keep fat off and the better metabolic health you have. And that's why strength training is so important. So many people are using cardio as a weight loss tool, and while it can be helpful in the short term and definitely has its health benefits, it doesn't help you keep the weight off for good. So we want to make sure that we are increasing our muscle to make sure that your fat loss and peak performance are sustainable. Second, we have to improve our recovery and become more resilient. If you can recover better and have immune resiliency, you'll be able to make progress for less work and handle stress more easily, preventing the typical backslide that people experience when times get hard and they can't handle it all. And lastly, we have maintenance mastery. And this is designed to help optimize nutrition for the long haul and decrease rebound weight gain and performance decline. This way, you don't feel restricted and you're able to actually keep up with your nutrition plan because you enjoy it. And that is massively important because what's the point of losing weight and optimizing your health if in the end you just are right back where you started? So this is one of our clients. He struggled with persistent weight fluctuations up and down all the time, losing weight only to regain it. And this cycle left him feeling drained and crushed his confidence, which he felt was impacting his professional life. And as the CEO of a construction company, he recognized that he needed to change. So we brought him through an assessment and helped him implement a customized plan. But since he had struggled in the past with weight gain, we didn't just give him a harsh diet to follow or a crazy program. We optimized his exercise to gain muscle and for long-term success. And then we built resiliency by enhancing recovery and his immune health. We also personalized a sustainable weight management plan that included his favorite foods and activities so that he can enjoy it and do it for a long period of time. And he lost 15 pounds while eating more food and said it felt easy to follow. And he has more energy and recovers better and he feels great. But most importantly for him, he's performing better as the CEO and leader of his company. And these are just some of the other people that we've helped. We've helped tons of clients lose 15 or more pounds and optimize their health and perform the way that they want. So if you're ready to stop guessing when it comes to losing weight and optimizing your health, if you're done with all the fads and want a permanent solution to solve your unique problems, then send me a message on Instagram or Facebook with the word ready. And we'll chat about your goals, the challenges you're having, and really see if this is something that we can help you with. So click the link in the description of this video and DM me the word ready, and I can't wait to talk.